It's peacock o'clock time. This video is about the books that I like and some that my kids have actually loved. And there's a good handful of them, and I'm doing it in my kids' room because that's where all the kid books are. So I kind of made a pile. I've got my little assistant who is, can you say hi? Say hi! Who is book obsessed. She is the first kid where I've had to read books on repeat until I had to make her stop. Hold on, I'm in the middle of my video. And so I'm going to start with, where'd that one go? Where'd it go? Did you already take them away? She'll like, oh, maybe I won't start with it, but it would be my number, oh, here it is, got it. Bubbles. It is a Elmo Sesame Street book, Sesame Beginnings. They have 4 books in this series. At the Zoo, Eyes and Nose, Fingers and Toes, and Nighty Night. And I have them all. They are all awesome. But this one has been the winner of favorite books for my kids. They have all loved this book. It's a little ratted and worn and torn. It's so cute. I think mostly because it's Bubbles. And mostly all kids love Bubbles. So, you like the Bubbles book? Yeah. So, we have those, and then books that are similar. They have a Mickey and Friends, and there's 4 in this set too. This one is about colors. They have shapes, numbers, and ABCs. The color one is probably the most popular one in my house. And then we got these from a friend's mom. It was a box that had a little tiny books of every letter. So and then it showed 4 different pictures, and then the lowercase I. There's like 2, I think, that only have 2 pictures, like zebra and zipper. Anyways, this baby girl loves these books. I like that they are portable, so I don't have to take the full stack. Oh, peekaboo! But I can bring a few of them and entertain her for a little while. Our next absolute favorite writer is Joyce Wan. She makes these little books, and this one is You Are My Cupcake, and they're just so simple little flaps. And we are only missing 4 new books of hers, which I will be buying soon because I love them. All my kids have loved them. The cupcake one is a favorite, and then most of my kids have loved, she has Peekaboo Farm and Peekaboo, what's the other Peekaboo, Jackson? I think it's, Zoo. And, so my kids have ruined them because they love them so much. Let's see. If I can, okay. So, it'll tell you, you have to guess who it is, and then you say peekaboo. Bah, that's right, a sheep. And, they love pulling it down and being peekaboo. I wish she had more of these. I don't know, maybe you could do Peekaboo Farm. No, yeah, Farm and Zoo. There really isn't many other ones you can make, but these are a winner. We have both of the peekaboos. She also has, like, You Are My Merry Little Christmas, and You Are My Pumpkin, just like, and relates it to that holiday. Are You My Mommy? And the bunny's trying to find its mom. Hug You, Kiss You, Love You. Just simple but bright and colorful. All of her books have a little sparkle to them, except for this one. I'm not sure why. Maybe this was her very first one and she didn't get into the sparkle, but this one doesn't have a sparkle. No. But We Belong Together. Is that all of them? I don't know if that's all of them, but, oh, here's one more. And it might not be all of them. We have a lot. My Lucky Little Dragon, and this one ends with a baby, I'm lucky to have you, and you can see yourself, and that's, the little kitties like that. My next, yeah.
I'm doing always number one.
Oh, letters, not numbers.
Letters.
Our next, this one is more my favorite. I don't think any of my kids have absolutely loved her books, but I love them so much. And they are by Jayne Church, and they're these cute little, they're little bigger books, but cute drawings. We have, and I think I'm up to date with all of hers. We have like of these size, 10 Tiny Toes, and Good Night, I Love You. They're just sweet and make me want to cry because they're just darling. How Do I Love You? Let Me Count the Ways. I Love You Through and Through. This one's a cute one. And Sweet Child of Mine. She has done a few others too, but those are my favorite next to, whenever you're expecting a child and you already have children and you're trying to prep them for the new baby, they have all these like, oh, I'm going to be a big brother or a big sister kind of books. Hers is my favorite ones out of all of those options that you have. Oh man.
Yeah,
We'll show that one in a little bit. I Am Big Brother, or A Big Brother. And she has I Am a Big Sister too. We just haven't needed that one yet, so I have not bought it. But I love how she does it. It's just simple, not too over the top. They're my favorite. So if you're ever expecting another sibling for your child, I recommend her versions. Yeah. And then, no, I'm not doing that one. And then, I love Dr. Seuss books. This is one of my favorites. There's a Walk It in My Pocket. It's just fun on play on words. I love a few others. I don't have the full collection. I would love the full collection. We don't read them as often as I would like, but these are just classic. Dr. Seuss is just a classic book you have to own if you have kids. I mean, not even if you have kids. These ones are awesome. Probably a little bit older kid that can pay attention. We also have this one, which is one I love, but my kids aren't fully invested in. I Love My Mom.
Mommy?
I'm being biased because, well, I'm the mom.
Look at that.
I know. By Sophie Piper and Melanie Mitchell. And it's every animal, whoops, kind of saying why they love their mom. And it just melts my heart and makes me happy. So I like to think my kids would be saying those things about me. You want to show that one? Oh, okay. These are just classic little kid books that are the touch and feel. They are ridiculously expensive though, most of the time, let me say.
And them super duper soft.
But they're soft. And sometimes it's a hit or miss with the kid though, because she really, sometimes it's only for a couple months and then they don't care for them, but especially animal ones. They're just the best. I love these books. I wish they weren't so expensive.
And that big book I have.
You like this book too?
Yeah.
Watch out. This one is old and ruined. Are you gonna go out with him? Or stay with mommy? You can go. Oh, bye. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. I grew up with this book. I love this book. My kids are so-so, but I had to own it. And it's falling apart. But I could probably read it to you without looking at the book. And, I mean, comment below. Did you grow up with this book? Do you love this book? If you've never read it before, I recommend it. I think it's just cute and silly. Silly way of teaching the alphabet. I haven't told you the authors of all of them, but some are common enough. If you just Google the title, you should find them. The Sleepy Little Alphabet. This is another alphabet book that I recommend. Bedtime Story from Alphabet Town, written by Judy Sierra. Just like, uh-oh, A is wide awake and B still has a bath to take. It's just kind of like going through the alphabet and kind of doing an A word. So A would be awake, B is bath, M is mopey, N is naughty. Just kind of going through, and then it goes to the end and shows that like all the alphabet is asleep in their beds, and that's kind of cute. Then another book that's similar in style, The Goodnight Train. If you have a child that loves trains, when we discovered this one at my mom's house, my son that loved trains wanted me to read it to him all the time. So basically, everybody's getting ready for bedtime, and they're all getting aboard the train that's going to just take them around town and get them sleepy. And that's just cute and silly. If you look at all the pictured details, you can see little funny, silly things going on. Sorry, I'm trying not to rush through them too much, but I have a lot of them. I've got 4 left. So this one I grew up with too. I don't know about you, but Clap Your Hands by Lorinda Bryan Colley. Please stop. You're making noises. This is just a silly, fun book that just kind of gets you moving and grooving. So it's like, reach for the sky, wiggle your toes, stick out your tongue, and touch your nose. And it just has you do a few little things. Hop like a bunny, flap like a bird, quiet as a mouse now, don't say a word. And I just, do you want me to do that one? Okay, then I'll add one more book. Love this book, grew up with it, I recommend it. Kind of maybe to get the wiggles out before you go to bed, or just middle of the day wiggle out kind of book. This is another classic, grew up reading Rainbow book. I grew up watching that show. That probably dates me, but I'm not that old, so I just also watched what my older siblings watched. Caps for Sale. I don't love reading the book, but my kids, because you repeat so much, so I sometimes cut out the words.
I know a movie of it.
Yeah, you are right. But my kids' favorite parts are when the, what is it?
No, I know.
When the monkeys go, tss, tss, they just think it's so funny. And when the monkeys copy the peddler man. And so it kind of teaches them about like how monkeys copy, monkey see, monkey do, you know, just things like that. Hold on, I'm almost done, and then I'll read you some books, okay? This one I stumbled across. You can sit on my lap. This one I stumbled across at a grocery store in one of their bins of cheap books. It's called Tap to Play, and he asks you to try to get him all the way up here before the time runs out. It goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So each page, it slowly loses a level. And so it's interactive. They want you to tap him or flap the pages to make him fly and to get him to his final destination in time. And that's just interactive, and that's why my kids love it. They think it's so silly. So that's fun. Okay, now 2 more. Is That You, Alien? Super cute book. basically he thinks an alien has come, and it says like slide your hand in if you dare. An alien might be lurking, so beware. And you get to feel like, is that his skin or something else? And so there's each, like, this one's sticky. And so, yeah. She wants me to read her books. So one more after this. So fun. The kids like being like, oh no, what's in there? But once they've already done it, they're not as scary.
This one is here.
I already did it. Last thing, the little sized little first look and find books. I have 5 of these. I love them. They're just small, super easy carry-along books, and I like them for church because I put them in my church bag and the kids can quietly look, and I can still see all the little things, so I can help them look and find for all the things. And I love that they have extra looking for items in the back that aren't listed on each individual page. These are just so cute. They have bigger ones, but they're just bulky, and so I like the little baby ones. And that is all that I can think of that are like my top faves. Some are geared towards littler kids, some are for all ages, some are a little older. Those are some of our favorites that we like to read, or I like to read to my kids, and I hope you take some awesome info from this. So, bye!